Hey everyone, it's Sharon Ross, and this is episode 3. I've been playing around with my studio space here, moving the light around a little bit in the back. I've moved the camera around just a little bit, and I've remembered I have a Diva ring light. You can see it if I tip my glasses like that, you can see the reflection. So I don't have it straight in front of me. I have it off to the side, and I have a natural window over here. And I have a orange kind of color uh, covering to it, and I've been playing around with it, whether I want to have it around the ring light or not. It's really bright white light if I don't have it on there, and this gives it a little different hue. I don't know. I'll see. I'm going to play around with it. So as you can also see, I'm still playing with StreamYard. I do have my agenda off to the side here. Things I want to cover today. Let me bring them forward to here. I think it should follow. It does follow. So today's episode, I wanted to talk about the writing and rereading of my origin story for the One Funnel Away challenge. Then thoughts about maybe going back to the beginning and why am I making this so hard. So we'll get into that. Let's start with my origin story. I rewrote it a little bit. I went back and watched one of the training videos, and I was like, let me try this a little bit different way. Let's see how it works. So I'm going to just jump right in. So my backstory, now I have a couple of different ways I want to start this. Not quite sure. I know. Let's just get started. Well, I was sitting in yet another corporate conference call. I got thinking, because I'm a project manager and I'm an empty nester, that I secretly was afraid of not having enough money for retirement. As we know, now see, I'm going into that. I'm just going to keep going. And I am starting to get tired of this rat race. I have little ambition to climb the corporate ladder anymore. We'll get into that. I want my own thing. But I do want to continue to provide for my kids. Although they've graduated, I want to have more of a long-term legacy for them. And I want my time freedom. I have my location freedom because I've been telecommuting for years, but I don't have time freedom. I still have to be on the corporate clock. And I want to build something that is my own, and that is basically a safety net for layoffs. As you become a certain age in corporate America, they tend to encourage you to retire. I'm seeing a little bit of that right now, as the positions that I have are contract positions rather than full-time employee positions. Then I realized, in order to do this, I need a business. And in order to have a successful business, somebody in the business needs to be good at sales. I'm starting this as a side hustle. That somebody is me. So I decided that I would do this ClickFunnels thing, this building a funnel, and figure it out along the way as I'm doing it. So I joined the One Funnel Away challenge. And as far as my additional achievements, I'm not there yet. As far as the transformation that I'm in, it really is making me step outside of my comfort zone and get some of this stuff done and shift my mindset on how all of this is done. It's really been a very interesting personal growth journey, as well as building stuff. I'm still gonna have to work on it. but it's getting there. It's getting better. I'm figuring out the bits and pieces that are for me. And that's part of this process, is to find out what works, what resonates for me, what doesn't work, what I think might work for those who are catching this video, and may not. We'll continue on with the process. All right, and that brings me to thoughts about going back to the beginning. There are, so this is the end of the official week 2. There is, technically it's week 3, because they have a pre-week as part of the challenge, which is really good about setting mindset and prep work to really dive into the content of the challenge. So this is near the end of the official week 2. I'm thinking about maybe going back and re-looking at things in week 1. Here's where I'm flip-flopping, and I have it down here as a split brain syndrome, which I do to myself all the time. I have 2 feet in one world. I like the business world, but I like the tech world. I like this, but I like that. And I'm constantly putting myself in this dichotomy. So as it relates to this challenge, I came in and I needed a project to work on, and I didn't, and I'm still don't quite have my head around this whole, how does affiliate marketing work, working on it, but not quite there yet. A physical product, a physical something made more sense to my brain. So I have a product of one of my side hustles that I've worked on along the way. It's always been my like side little dream thing. And I wrote a book as part of that. It taught some classes, and I have some material. I have some content, and that's what I'm working with as far as what I'm taking through this first iteration through One Funnel Away challenge. But at the same time, in the back of my brain is like, well, what's going to be the next thing? I'm going, okay, chill, come back to center. Let's focus on the one project. Keep all those notes, and I am writing them in my workbook for the second iteration. But get something concrete with the product that you have, and use that. Do all the really hard work with that, and then come back and do the next layer. So that's what I'm going to do. Still, it's that whole split brain syndrome and trying to fix it. But I think that's going to be enough for today. And thanks for checking this out. And continue on watching me go through this journey. I'll come on. I'm going to try during the work week, 5:15 every day, because it has to be after work. And then on the weekends, probably about 10:15 in the morning. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. I will need to in a couple of days. But I want it to be in the early part of my day, because usually when it's a little more quiet and I can get productive stuff done, the rest of the day is generally spent doing different family things, extended family, as well as with my kids and my husband. I think that's going to be it today. I think that's the second time I've said that. That's okay. Until later, have a good one.